will be called plenty in today's game. It's Bell's Steelers going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try and here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. Prescott dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Oh, we got a second here before this next drive starts. It seems like every week we're talking injuries, and we had 3 quarterback shoulder injuries from this last week.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because we're talking about some of the most recognizable players in the league. Jameis Winston really coming on as a young quarterback. Trevor Siemian, captain of the Denver Broncos, and won the job for a second year in a row. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers may be the best quarterback in the league. You know, Rodgers probably gone for the season. Winston, I think they could have brought him back, but they were cautious with him and kept him out of the game. And Siemian did play in the second half in their loss to the Giants.
Yeah, that's the good news. 2 of the 3 able to return. Unfortunately for Rodgers, not looking so good. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And some room to roam now. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 64 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Well, before this next offensive drive gets going, you know, we still have 2 0-6 teams in the NFL, the 49ers and the Browns. And you're looking at me because I know you made a prediction that one of these 2 teams would win this past week.
Yeah, we had the Giants in there going into it as well, right? We had the Giants, 49ers, and Browns. And I predicted that the Browns would be the first to get off the schneid. Instead, it was the Giants. So the Browns looking at me a little crooked eye, aren't they? Like, hey, just leave us alone and let us play. Don't make any more predictions, man.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Prescott off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, it's Bell trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Prescott now on 2nd down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the counter, here's Bell. He can't get him down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's got some Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. The play clock's running down. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 29. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, They'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll go again with Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now, and this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Back now in Arlington. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He hits Beasley right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. They go to Elliott again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A give to Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and very short here, less than a yard. The give is to Bell. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble or touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we've got two wide receivers who love to make an impact and be #1 receivers. It's Deshaun Jackson going up against Dez Bryant.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game, they try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
Oh, I love your pops. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On second down, Martin. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Taco Charlton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Winston. A swing pass caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson, 26 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And so Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jameis now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards into completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Winston and Humphries connecting there for a Tampa Bay first down. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. 20, and now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And out now come the Cowboys. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established...
Bye-bye, Beasley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 45 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. First and 10, Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. Now Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, Charles, let's take a step back from this game for a second. We're 6 weeks into the NFL season. Super Bowl predictions. What do you have?
Well, I go back to preseason. We had a little chat about it, and, of course, we both said, hey, let's go out on a limb and pick some wild ones. And, of course, that meant you took?
Yeah, I took the Falcons and the Patriots really out on a limb.
Yeah, and I took the Patriots and the Packers.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.